Hi, I'm Will, and I'm here to do a movie review on the movie Batman vs. Superman here on the Geezer Guide to Better Living. I don't produce my videos with a lot of spoilers because I have the motto to get up, get out, and live your life. If I'm spoon feeding you things on here and you're not going to see it, what good would that motto be? If I give a movie a good review, that means that I want you to get up and get out and see it because this was a really good movie. Um, I want to say a few of the bad things and a few of the good things that I liked about the movie. It was more good things than there were bad. So this, as far as my rating, would be a C at the theater movie. If you've seen the video about how I rate movies, so you can go back and check that. And if it's a C at the movie rating that I am giving this movie. The good things were that this movie stayed true to the brands of the Superman brand and the Batman brand because I was really surprised how good Ben Affleck was as Batman in this movie. That's why I'm wearing his shirt right now instead of wearing a Superman shirt because I really given him kudos on how well he played this role. He has vindicated himself from the Daredevil days when he did that movie. He did really well in this movie. I think because he's a lot older, he's more mature, he doesn't look like a frat boy. I think that was part of the reason why he was more able to portray Bruce Wayne in a very good way. Superman, Cavill, whatever his name is, he was Superman. He has done this role before, and he is true to this role because he looks the role, he acts the role, he is the role, and I like him as Superman. Wonder Woman was only a bit character actor in this movie. She was not um, as prominent as the other two because the movie is called Batman versus Superman, and she was really good for what she portrayed in the movie, and I think they set her up for her own movie to come out soon, and I will pay to see that one too because she portrayed Wonder Woman very well. The thing that really confused me at first, but I had to sit down and think about it in the movie, and it dawned on me. Uh, she has a thick accent in this movie. I don't know if she was just having it. She's from somewhere else, or if they told her to have this accent, and maybe it was a Greek accent. And I was like, I Wonder Woman have a voice because when I grew up, Wonder Woman was Linda Carter, and Linda Carter was All American Girl from Texas, and she had a Texas accent. So to have Wonder Woman with a different accent, I was like, what the hell? And then I realized Wonder Woman is a princess of a god, so a Greek god. So she would not have an English accent. And so it dawned on me, and I was like, oh. And it made her even sexier. And you know how Wonder Woman has always been a sex symbol. And by her having this really nice accent, really topped off her character, made her more interesting and not really bland. And I think that her sequel or her movie spinoff will be very, very good. So I will go and check that out when it comes. One thing I didn't like was the guy playing Lex Luthor. He did a good job. I have no qualms with the actor. He did his job. He did what they paid him to do, but he was not the Lex Luthor that I am used to seeing. I'm used to seeing a sophisticated, well manicured, high IQ Lex Luthor. Like this guy was more like um, Daniel Zuckerberg and the guy who serves my latte at Starbucks, who been in college for 6 years on a uh, a 4 year plan. So I didn't like that. I was like, um, he just was not what I would expect for a Lex Luthor, and it kind of bothered me in the beginning. But he played his role well. So, like I said, I cannot take anything away from this actor. I would have picked another actor to play this role, but they gave him the role, and he did what he did. So I'm going to just leave that at that. As far as the other characters that we were supposed to see, you know, they make cameos. Those cameos they could have kept them because they were so small, and uh, that's maybe a spoiler. It may not be a spoiler, but you're going to see them because they're in there. But you have to look, and it's not, you blink your eye, you'll miss them. But hopefully that's what they're trying to set them up for spinoffs too, and for their own movies and stuff like that. So, um, but I was really kind of like a little disappointed because I really wanted to see Aquaman. I really wanted to see the Flash. I really wanted to see Cyborg, and I wanted to see any other character they may have thrown in there. But I was expecting more, and I got less. So that was one thing that kind of bothered me. But as far as the whole movie, as a whole, the movie was good. Uh, the the CGI creature of Doomsday was okay. It could have been done better too, and the not the fight scenes or the uh, powers that he had. No, I think that he was a little bland. He pumped up a little bit here and there, and he looked more like the Doomsday for the comic books. But for the most part, he looked like a big turd. He was smooth, and he didn't have like the like tight sticking out of him, and the really gruffness and stuff like that. He just looked like a big putty monster. And I didn't like that at first, but he did what he did, and it was a pretty good movie. And that's how I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna tell you anything else about the movie. I just want you to know that the characters who did that was on there, they did their job, and it was a really good movie. So go out and see it if you get a chance at the theater because there's a lot of action, and I love action movies, and I love comics characters. And if it goes to the dollar theater, I may go see it again because I can pay cheaper and go see it again because it was just that good that I will mind sitting through it a second time, and I probably would see more than I saw the first time. That's how movies are. So much is happening that you miss things. But if I go see it again, it will be at the dollar theater because I will want to see it on the big screen. But anyway, as usual, I'm gonna say my motto at this because I want you to get up and get out and live your life. And thank you for watching.